Hello. In this clip from our Justia webinar, Essential Habits for Law Firm Associates in the Post-Pandemic Landscape, Lana Manganello and Benjamin Schweffel will discuss the importance of building a solid professional reputation that can positively impact your career growth. If you want to see more Justia videos on law practice and legal marketing, be sure to subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, and maybe I could do this faster, but sometimes there are ones where I'm like, I'm going to do this for a year. And I'm going to attend every single one of those alumni events or whatever it is. And after a year, I revalue it because after one, you won't know. After 2, 3, who knows? And so I've kind of I have to look at the task and then like measure it out so I can actually see when I think it's like, I don't know if that's going in that direction. Maybe you know right away, but most of the time I find you probably don't know right away. And I will also say, just for the affinity bar things, if you're early career and you're like, I'm in this group and I don't know if I really like it, you can join new lawyer groups and things like that. And that may be your connection to pivoting out of that practice and into a new one. So when you say, hey, I've been doing, construction defect or insurance defense, and I'm thinking I'd rather go into private client trust and estate things, guess what? The trust and estate lawyers that are in your new lawyer kind of cohort groups may be the way that you end up over in that practice area. So you can find connections, even if you're not convinced you want to do the one thing in your practice area today. So you may find other crossover connections and that'll grow with you too. So
great. So the last thing that we want to kind of hit on briefly is being thoughtful as you're building these relationships about what kind of reputation, how you want to be known in the marketplace and with the people that you're working with. I mean, I'm sure Ben will reiterate this, that like doing actual work, excellent work is going to be the best way internally for you to maintain a reputation that is going to lead to success and more opportunities. I think it's important to recognize that a lot of people are assuming the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So when you join these organizations and commit to things and then flake, this is not helping. So make sure you're committing to things that you can actually do and that you can bring the best version of yourself to everything that you're raising your hand for. And I think a key thing to talk about as we're wrapping this up and kind of looking at all the psychology and science around this, authenticity is going to be evident in everything that you do. So really figuring out what it is you like and want, and then making a point of bringing your true self and being a little bit vulnerable is going to open doors for you. Demonstrating enthusiasm, that's one thing that I find that attorneys are worried that they're going to be perceived as too needy or raising their hand too much. That is not what I'm hearing from senior practitioners. They wish people made it clear that they were excited and interested. So going above and beyond to demonstrate your enthusiasm, if you're interested in something, is going to be very well received. And then obviously producing excellent work product, it needs to be prioritized. So whatever you need to do to ensure that you have the skills to deliver excellent work product, I think that kind of fits into a lot of what we've discussed here.
Yeah, I'll just say, just a slightly different way from my years of playing sports, they would say something like control the controllables. So if you get an assignment, you control the work product you give back to the partner. If you say you're going to be somewhere at a certain time or you're going to do something, maybe a non-billable task someone has asked you to do it well, do it timely. Those are all things that you can control. And if you get feedback that you thought, oh, wow, I thought that was great, and you get feedback, take it to heart and work on it. And so those are the things that are within your control. You can't always control that somebody's having a bad day. You can't control that they've got a million things going on, but you can control your attitude about how you approach it, that enthusiasm, the eagerness to dive into something. Those are all things that you can control. And if you seem like you're not really interested, not really in tune, people are not going to be attracted to that, and it'll immediately put them off. So if you keep that in mind, that this is my mindset, this is my attitude going into this thing, and you can control that, a lot of things will come from that.
Great. And last thing that we want to talk about is kind of leveraging the internet in your visibility, especially if you're at a larger firm, thinking about, what does your bio say about you? Are your rep matters on there? Is what you find online telling the same story that you're telling and what you're trying to do? There's lots of ways to do this beyond your bio, but also your LinkedIn. Anywhere you have a profile on the internet, make sure that you're mindful about what it is saying. Think about thought leadership. So, are you writing and speaking about topics that you want to be known as an authority for? These are all things that people are going to see generally before they talk to you. Even your partners are probably Googling you or at least looking you up to see if you might be a fit for a matter. So this is something that I think is really only going to become more impactful and influential. All right. So we talked about thinking about, building behaviors through habits, building quality relationships that are going to help you attract and attract the work that you want and build the skills that you need to get the work or to build the practice that you're really interested in, that is going to give you career fulfillment and engagement. And then we talked a little bit about visibility within the marketplace. There's lots of resources available to you. You can reach out to me. I have an associate resource guide. Things like Justia, things like your local bar associations, your state bar associations. Being intentional about figuring out what's available to you and finding things that align with your interests are really going to help you figure out how to spend your precious time, because we all have incredible billing requirements. So, doing things for the sake of doing things is generally not going to result in success. Ben, do you want to add anything?
No, and if you do come across somebody in your practice that you're like, I really like them, I think we have similar interests, they're really thriving in this area, look what they've done and use it as a roadmap for yourself. Not that you need to copy what they've done, but as inspiration for how maybe you want to do it, organizations that you may want to be a part of, things like that. Find yourself a roadmap. It's kind of like I said earlier, I've got taken little things from a bunch of different partners and tried to make it my thing. So if you find something that you think is really interesting, or a person who really loves similar things to you, use it as a tool for yourself to kind of build out the way that you want to approach some of these things going forward.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did enjoy it, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more law practice and legal marketing videos. See you in our next clip.